Hello, I'm Mark Sumner, host of the Channel Chat podcast show, and today I have Lewis Dick, the Alliances Director of Infinigate at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. Actually, who do you support?
I've got to say Leeds United.
Oh, Leeds United, Arsenal
Born and
fan.
bred, mate.
But we're here. I shouldn't be here, but we are here at the event. And to be fair, SonicWall have picked a great location and a great space, but what an event it could be this afternoon. On that note, actually, Lewis, why are these events so important to vendors and their partners to come along, and you as a distributor to get involved and sponsor it?
Yeah, look, this is firstly a great location. I'm really excited for what's going to happen today and what's going to unfold and the discussions that we're going to have with our partners, with the vendors, with the likes of yourself. But look, ultimately, these events are they're really key to create an even deeper level of customer or partner intimacy. We can pick up the phone, SonicWall can pick up the phone, we can chat to our partners, tell them about the latest, of, the newest, the best revelation in the platform or the MSSP programs that SonicWall take to market. But until you're able to sit in a room, sit across a table, really get to the nuts and bolts of the evolution of SonicWall's or any vendor for that matters platform and portfolio, and so you can really ask those deeper questions, whether you're coming from a technical angle or you're looking at the commercial aspects of a partner program. It just doesn't really hit home, and I always find that I get so bored reading PDFs and email templates about the newest product. Sit me across the table from someone and it starts to make a lot more sense, and I start to see the commercial angles, and I think the same goes for all of our partners here. So we're in such a connected age right now. Teams meetings, Zoom meetings, picking up the phone. I know you're a big fan and big believer of face-to-face, as am I.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it's easy for us to say, I'm too busy, because you've got 4 30-minute Teams meetings in a diary on a Thursday. Well, they can wait. Go out there, shake hands, look people in the whites of the eyes, and you just don't know what other opportunities will come instead of just being on that Teams call.
With that in mind, this is a SonicWall event. Why is it important for you to work with them, and what's the main reason you actually partner with them as a vendor?
We, as Infinigate in the UK, we've been partnered with SonicWall for around 7 or 8 years now. Globally, in excess of 20 years. We're the largest distributor in the UK and across EMEA. There's a real deep ingrained connection. We understand SonicWall's mission and what they need from us. They understand the same for us. So sometimes, SonicWall, look, they have an absolute best of breed network security product that they built their business around. Now they've pivoted into multiple different areas. You can pretty much change from an MSP to an MSSP, a security service provider, through SonicWall's platform and programs. And that's something that most players in the traditional network security market don't do. So that's brilliant, and we absolutely want to champion that. But I think from my perspective, my role is about building partnerships for Infinigate. And when you've got two businesses who's culturally and commercially aligned as we are, not only in the UK but globally, it just makes sense. You just want to work together. You want to do more. So, products, yes, absolutely, but the people at SonicWall and how we work with them is a real key factor into how this relationship has kept growing and growing year over year.
Now, I know you can't have favourites. I know you do with lots of vendors in your portfolio, but we're at a SonicWall event today. What do you think gives them the edge in the market? So if you're recommending them to a partner, what's the edge they've got?
It's around their service provider platform and program and the different tools and solutions available. SonicWall are able to help our partners uncover recurring revenue opportunities. I think it's such a key theme in the market, and it's been spoke about at length, where traditional resellers are moving to a more recurring revenue model, a more service provider model, simply because of the overall valuation for their business. If you're a small to medium business, you're looking to potentially take on investment or even sell up, then if you start to have that recurring revenue model, you start to bolt services into your customer base, that makes your organisation so much more attractive, both for potential buyers or for acquisition targets. So with SonicWall, you can uniquely transition a business what was simply administering network security and a few other bits on the periphery to a fully fledged security service provider. So I genuinely feel that every partner needs to at least just pick up the phone, talk to us, and let us tell you a little bit more about it. If it's not right for you, fine. But if it's something you're exploring right now, you have to have SonicWall as a lineup.
Now, Lewis, there is 2 distributors in the room today, yourselves and TD Synex. Now, I don't know if they've got favourites, because they have asked me to interview you, and I'm not interviewing anyone from TD Synex as at the moment. But how does that work? Is it friendly? Is it competitive? Are you trying to nick each other's partners? Well, how does it work?
Firstly, read between the lines there, Mark. He asked you to interview me, right? But look, all jokes aside, yes, it is a competitive market in distribution, but there's different ways in which you can compete. Of course, a lot of the partners here are partnered with Infinigate for SonicWall and multiple other products, but there's, a few that are partnered with TD Synex too, and I wouldn't be the commercial leader that I should be if I wasn't wanting to get a piece of that business. But here's where it gets a little bit tricky in distribution, right? If you simply just go out to steal partners, firstly, that's not adding value to your vendor. So you're definitely going to have some difficult conversations. Secondly, if you're looking to take that partner without adding something to them, then all you're doing is competing on price. And I think we all know that distribution is a little bit of a squeezed part of the market, in particular over the last year or two. So we don't want to do that. So what do we have to do? We have to understand what other solutions are that partner taking to market? Where are the gaps in their own portfolio? What are they missing from, is it, third-party service support or, marketing assistance, events assistance? What do those partners need that they're not getting? And they might have everything with TD. And if that's the case, brilliant. TD are probably doing the same to some of our partners. That's also just part of the game we're in. But if we find a partner that doesn't work with us and we truly can add value, add additional products to it or services to their repertoire, then great, I want to sit down, because I'm probably still going to make some money off them and they're going to make some money off us.
So in the end, you are going to try and nick their partners today. If you can.
No comment.
My last question, Lewis, on a serious note, you've come to the event today. What do you expect partners to be getting out of it? What do you think the message SonicWall will be wanting partners to get away with today?
I always say whenever we Infinigate do our own events is you don't have to walk away from here with every single vendor lined up for a meeting or every single product wanting to discuss. 2 or 3 little gems or little ideas, little ticks in your mind, little light bulbs going off, just where, each partner, it'll all be different, but, whether it is the MSP program, whether it is a new product route to market, whether it is a new distributor to work with, for every partner to walk away with just 1 or 2 ideas, 1 or 2 follow-ups, because those things grow. It's the little acorns, right? And so I want partners to walk away with ideas, with a little bit of excitement, and maybe a little bit shocked that there's more to come or more that they can do with SonicWall and Infinigate.
So when I interview Bob Van Kirk later, if he does want a sole distributor, Infinigate are up for the challenge.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. I'll tell him myself.
You tell him myself. He's here today.
Yeah, we look alike. I'll do the interview.
Lewis, you've been a great guest. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.